Yeah, I saw that you did a social media fast, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Take me through some of that. What was that like?
Yeah. So I love social media. I think it's so much fun. Like
We have great stuff on X. It's like you can't even scroll through X without finding something that's great from Bryan Johnson. And a lot of it's really great information too. Here's the post right. I did a 40-hour and then a 70-hour social media fast. I've come to believe that social media is pollution.
Yeah. So first of all, in watching your Netflix specials, like what I love about watching that is you can say anything, right? Like the shit you talk about is so unhinged. Like literally, there's like no bound. Maybe you've got material where you're like, probably shouldn't include that one, but like I couldn't detect it.
Oh yeah,
right?
I like just saying shit,
and so like,
that's what you're supposed to be able to do.
Exactly. So like, what I love about that is the elbow room you have. Right? There's like when you look at existence, you say like my goal is to entertain you, and I have all this open space. But then when people don't have that, when you don't have comedy as the outlet, and you're playing in society, people sit in a very narrow box. They feel like they can only say certain things. If they step outside that, they get punished by the tribe, right? Like for whatever reason. And so what I love about social media is it just has enabled me to create elbow room. Like I posted nudes of myself, like we did the the plasma transfers. Like we basically have done enough things. I did magic mushrooms on a live stream.
Yep, that's what really made me think, I really want to talk to this guy now because he's going into other realms.
Yeah.
And before we get into some of that, what were some of the findings from the social media fast, or do you think it was long enough to notice anything?
It was. Honestly, it was kind of life-changing. I did one fast that was 40 hours long, and then I did a second fast that was 70 hours long. And the science behind this is when you're engaged in social media, you basically have dopamine dysregulation, right? Like you're in this addiction state and you don't realize it, but it's actually creating all kinds of harm. And then you engage with social media to feel normal again. And then once you pull out of it and you have that break, you kind of you're out of the spell. You're not hypnotized anymore. And then you get to feel it for what it is. So now when I pull up the feed, it feels toxic. Like it feels like I've had a fast food meal, or like I'm in a room of secondhand smoke, or like it just feels so bad. And I guess that I pay attention to these feelings because over the past 5 years, I've been doing like hundreds of experiments to my body, like what things make my body rejuvenate and what things make my body die. So I have this intuition I've built, and now when I go into social media, it like literally feels like death. And so it's complicated though because I love social media. I love to post, I love to play, I love to interact. But also when I get on, it's like, I'm like, nah, this is not good. So honestly, it's complicated. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, there's a thing I noticed if I've taken mushrooms before and you'll look at your phone, it's like, get that away from me.
Yeah, you feel it, right?
Yes, it's like, that's not real. That's the most unnatural thing. Like, what is that? It feels like a kryptonite. Or if I've done ayahuasca or been on ayahuasca and you're coming in and I see my phone, or I'll get home and turn on the TV, I'm like, get that thing away from me. That is something that's just resonating like something dark.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? Like in those moments when you feel sober, it's like you can viscerally feel it.
Yeah.
But then once you get in there and you kind of play around for a while, you lose that sensitivity and you feel normal again. But yeah, I think, and so what's been resonating is I posted this on social. I said, because a lot of people think that social media is like a vice or like a bad habit, but I reframed it and said, actually, I think it's pollution. It's like microplastics or lead in the pipes or asbestos in the wall or like, lead in the gasoline. I think it really is like a societal pollution. It accumulates in the body. It creates low-grade inflammation. And I've been sharing this. So many people are like, I feel this. But the problem is you can't, like, telling someone to turn it off is like telling someone to not breathe coal smoke in London in the 19th century. You can't do it. Or like, like if there's water pollution, like the solution for water pollution in London in the 19th century was not to say don't drink water. It was like to filter the water.
Right.
So I think the solution here is like, I propose this, that if people could build AI to basically create a layer of protection between me and the internet, me and the social feed, extract out all the performative metrics, extract out all the garbage, all the slop, and like give me the goodness. But I want someone to, like, it'd be cool if someone could build social media into a longevity therapy versus like, hey, actually having a cigarette.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like make it a long, slow fire that has like a mix of things.
Like help me when I engage with it. I want to feel good. I want to feel like I've drank like, lemon water and ginger.
Right, as opposed to like having a couple of Cokes.
Yeah, or you slam a bunch of energy drinks and.
Oh yeah, dude, my friend keeps a 5-hour energy drink in his sock.
Yeah, I know. Like this is the thing, but this is like right. People pound like 2 to 3 to 4 a day, like between 400 and 800 milligrams of caffeine, and they like on top of modafinil or something. So it's like.
And kids are doing it. Kids will get an energy drink before school. I'm like, what are you?
Yeah.
Dude, your grades are bad.
It's not even performing. Yeah, what are you doing?
What are you even doing over there, dude? You think, you just because you're reading the fucking Crucible or whatever, I got to get you another Celsius or something. It says, hey, social media users visibly decline 1 to 2 points in attractiveness, I7. Oh yeah, I saw you said something that social media even can make us uglier.
Yeah, it does.
This is the post. Really?
Yeah. Yeah, this is good science because like when you engage heavily in social media, you're lower, you have higher depression, higher anxiety, you've got more inflammation, you sleep more poorly. So these are all things that when the body is in that condition, you just look worse. So heavy social media users lose at least a point or two on the attractiveness scale. Like you may go from a 7 to a 5. So yeah, it does legitimately affect appearance.
Yeah. And I think everybody kind of starts at an 8. That's what I think. If you brush your teeth, you're an 8.
Yeah, you're right. And you're nice, you're like 8.5.
Yeah.
And you give a good hug, you're like 9.
Oh, you're already halfway there. Yeah. And then the rest is just the Lord. And if your parents, if they were 10s. Wow, that's kind of, because this is interesting because I do notice like, first of all, I'll say to people, I noticed this now. I'll say to people, hey, I'm going to go into my phone for a second, right? So it's almost like I'm letting you, it's almost like, I'm going to have a cigarette. It's like the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then now it's gotten to me, sometimes I'm just so sick of watching social. It's just like, I'll look at a few things and it's just like, oh, this isn't doing anything anymore. That started the thing too, is this doesn't feel like it's doing anything anymore.
Yeah.
And then that the algorithm that somebody's behind it kind of queuing up what is next, it doesn't leave that as much of a whimsicalness about it, you know?
That's right.
Oh yeah, I saw this one tweet that's just getting a lot of attention that I saw. Mobile phone short video uses negatively impacts attention functions.
Yeah.
An EEG study says. One thing I do feel like is that there should be accountability for whoever's making the algorithms. Like, because there's been kids who get affected and then they watch stuff and then they might consider self-harm, right?
Yeah,
or people who you're curious about one video, but then it serves you 7 others and now you have a strong take about a group or about a person or anything.
Yeah.
So it's like, shouldn't the creator of the algorithm, like if I make something and I give it to you and I know it's bad and poisonous, you should be somewhat accountable, it feels like. I know there's just now a court case, or wasn't Zuckerberg just in court?
Yeah. Yeah, in LA.
Here we go. Mark Zuckerberg grilled about underage Instagram users' social media addiction during landmark trial. In his first time testifying about child safety in front of a jury, Zuckerberg said the company does not seek to make Instagram addictive to younger users, pushing back against claims that the social media app is designed to be harmful to children. I'm focused on building a community that is sustainable. If you do something that's not good for people, maybe they'll spend more time short term. But if they're not happy with it, they're not going to use it over time. I'm not trying to maximize the amount of time people spend every month.
Yeah, this is why I was saying that I wanted to reframe, because when people talk about social media, typically the blame is on the person. The person spends too much time on social media, right? They need to be more disciplined. They need to set limits. And when you reframe this and you say, actually, social media is a pollutant. It's like some company manufacturing cigarettes or asbestos or lead. Or like when you reframe it that way, it's what you said is this is a pollutant driving society, that it is making society depressed, anxious, lose focus, right? Having all sorts of negative psychological and physiological implications. When you reframe it that way, it changes the blame from the individual to like, you can't reasonably expect people to want to be part of the tribe, to want to be part of a friend group, and then put them in a system like it's like lead in pipes. Water is in the pipes, but also lead is too. So it's like you can't, the solution is not to tell people to get off the phone. You have to do some kind of filtering or something because it's poisonous right now.
Yeah. I think it's a great way to say it. Yeah. That it's a pollutant, right? And people say, well, just get off your phone. But our society has gotten to the place where it is on our phone. We live in an electronica society in a digital age. So it's, yeah, if you have a neighbor next door who is a company that's just like blowing, like, you know, those smokestacks that they never that they never had any governors on, and they were just pouring horrible smoke into the air.
Yeah.
Those were held liable. So it makes sense that these would be too. The case filed in Los Angeles Superior Court involves over 1,600 plaintiffs, including families and school districts, suing Meta, YouTube, which is TikTok and Snap. KGM claims features like infinite scrolling, notifications, and beauty filters create addiction, exacerbating body image, depression, and suicidal thoughts. Yeah. Some of the key moments: Zuckerberg denied Meta aims to addict youth, stating his focus is on a sustainable community where unhappy users won't stay long term. Grilled on underage users and AR beauty filters despite internal concerns, he emphasized balancing free expression and well-being, saying you don't really build social media apps unless you care about people being able to express themselves. I don't know if that's true anymore. You know?
You know what it feels like is in physics, there's this idea like a phase transition. So when water is at 99 degrees Celsius, it's a solid. When it's 101, it's a vapor.
Mm-hmm.
So just a very small change. It's not gradual, it just snaps. That's a phase transition. It feels to me like social media is heading towards a phase transition where there's like all these built up problems that are about to go from 99C to 101C, and it just snaps. And society is like, we can't.
Right.
We can't do it anymore. Like, it's too much. Like, we're all fucking broken from this thing. It's
right.
like, it's got to stop. And like, I don't think these things are cool because they don't happen gradually. It's just suddenly overnight.
Yeah.
So I would love that if like somehow there was a snap and we could all get back our sanity.
Right, like with UGG boots. Like when people were like, oh, these are great, and Tom Brady was wearing them, then one day people were like,
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This shit's weird. Yeah.
And people will be so relieved to
I
not
agree.
feel like, because right now,
oh, dude, if they came out with a rule right now and said on your phones won't even work on Saturday and Sunday, I think the entire world would exhale.
Oh, 100%. That's also true like on like grind culture where the expectation is you have to work 20 hours a day.
Get up and fucking grind,
right?
Ron.
It's like in this expectation.
Keep your eyes open.
Yeah, I know.
Keep looking at invoices.
It's like we're like driving ourselves insane as a species. It's like we're losing our shit, and like it's right there in front of us, and it's all these expectations. And if it would be amazing. I love that. Like the phones don't work. It's like goddamn. Let's go celebrate.
I think people would.
Yeah.
They don't even work good.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
I think one day if people take over a business or like people like storm the Capitol, dude, storm T-Mobile, storm these towers and just bring them down. Free us from it's digital chains.
Yeah.
Where we're locked. You know.
And you know when people are not with the tribe, they experience it as physical death because we are evolved to live in a group of 150 people or less, to be seen by the tribe. And when you're on social media, if you're not posting on social media, you're not seen by the tribe. So it feels literally like death. That's why you can't just say like, don't be on your phone. Because your body's like, am I dead to the tribe?
Right. Do I even exist? Yeah, you feel like that.
Yeah.
If I take a couple months off, will people know, do I exist? What's even going on?
So therefore, you're forced into this performative existence of like, hey guys, I exist. Remember me? Like, look me over here. Like, remember? I'm part of the tribe. So it's such a violent and abusive relationship of this game that no one wants to play. I mean, like it is fun. Like there's value to it. There's good information. Like I don't want to say there's not virtues to it, but the way it's structured now, it's just like a loss for society overall.
Yeah, dude. Well, there's just things that you would miss, bro. Sitting there at home wondering if a chick thought about you or not.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Now you can just find out immediately she's liking some other dude. You see that she's already married or whatever. But back in the day, you couldn't do that. So you just had to, and you thought that she did. So you were like hopeful and excited and you would just, you would take care of yourself till the next time you saw her. But now you'll just go see something like, oh, she's out with Rick or whatever. So I'm depressed. Now I'm at home. Now I'm not even going to get out of bed.
Yeah.
You know, I think just those things. And then the also like the negative effects of just like if you communicate with all types of people all day, then when you finally see like your spouse or your partner at the end of the day, you're kind of burnt out sometimes, you know? You're burnt out because you've had all this odd connection that's not real connection, but it's some artificial connection. It's like if you've been eating Fritos all day
100%.
and then you get to dinner, you're like, oh.
Yeah. 100%.
This looks so good, but I can't even have any right now. I'm already full of shit.